Hi, welcome to another episode of That's Thing Accent Core plus R. It is episode .61, and it is Friday, February the 11th.
I'm
I'm Drew.
I'm Kevin.
Nolan.
Wasn't that Nintendo Direct something? Didn't you love announcement?
I, okay, I'm gonna assume it's in
Wait,
the
what?
future after we recorded this podcast.
Yeah.
It's on Wednesday at 5.
But also, I didn't even know there was one.
I didn't until I saw Twitter people saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to not hear about Silk Song." And some people were like, "Splatoon." But the current fear is the trailer for the Mario movie will be shown.
Uh,
So
it is, I don't think I'm with it anymore. I think I was barely ever with it to begin with, but now, like, I'm extra
I'm
not with
becoming
it.
increasingly not with it. I'm like curling up inside my own little realms, like my own little hole. I'm like a hermit crab, or like a, is it the bobbit? No, not the bobbit worm. Whatever that bug is that
Roly poly.
eats aphids and then it puts their
Ladybug.
corpses on top of itself to create like a shell.
Assassin bug.
No, assassin bugs are cool. I'm a fan of assassin bugs.
You know, a fox will roll a hedgehog into water so it has to uncurl to breathe.
Oh, that's cool! Hell yeah.
As they say, damn nature, you scary.
Oh, we talk about animal facts. So I had a dream, because obviously everyone likes to hear about dreams. But my
Well, I was
dream,
going to say, good start for Black History Month, Kevin.
yes.
The,
Oh
just
no,
go-
no, no! No! Even though I do believe that every man should be judged by the character of his soul and not by the color of his skin. However, the dream I had was I was somehow in like an English class and we had to read Charlotte's Web and I didn't read it, but I had to like improv a book report about the themes of Charlotte's Web. I think at some point I compared Jesus to Wilbur. I don't know. I was just going. I was just like, listen.
Some Christ.
It was one of those situations where like I just had to keep talking until I felt like I could stop. And then I woke up and I was thankfully saved. I'm like, oh, thank the Lord.
Well, Kevin, if it makes you feel better, the time I remember you last improving a book report was the Staghorn.
What was that?
Apparently, I wasn't in your class, but you said, like, apparently there was a book report in, like, early education literature, and you forgot about the presentation, so you just did the, like, Futurama Staghorn bit.
Oh God, I think I probably did. Yeah, that seems like something I would do. I have faked a book report before.
Not hard to do.
I've also
Nobody knows
faked.
what that book was about.
I faked several. It was in classes like sociology or something where they wanted you to actually go and like interview people. I've never done one of those legitimately in all of my time in education. Whenever they've said like, "Oh, go interview people and get blah blah blah," I'm like, "Okay," and then I just write down like fake stuff, and then I get other people to sign like, "Here, sign this." Teacher ain't gonna check it.
Nope, they sure ain't.
And if they are, then good job, you caught me. Like if you wanted to spend like your like crime board and you're like, I'm gonna call this person and see, did Kevin interview you for his like citizenship essay, whatever? It's like, nah, he doesn't get in trouble in class. He wouldn't do such a thing.
He's one of the good
He's one of
ones.
the good ones. The good ones aren't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for like the fuckers. I'll make sure that they have to. I'll turn into like investigative Sherlock Holmes on them to get them.
spend my whole weekend trying to blow up their lives.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna crack this case real wide open. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just kind of talk about whatever. If someone wants to interject, just go in, just to say something.
Go ahead.
I downloaded the mods for Marvel 3.
Oh, like with Cyclops?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So my Lappy can run Marvel 3 at the lowest graphical settings.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that meant I didn't download all of the like character mods. I only downloaded the ones from Tabs, which I say only, even like that guy has put out 20 modded characters
I was
for
gonna
the
say,
game.
isn't that the guy who did like the 20 character mod pack or something?
Yeah. So there's some additional characters that are like U.S. Agent and M. Bison and Urian.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Urian,
damn.
who looks
Yeah,
wild.
those are not by Tabs though, so I don't have those. But as you would expect from a single person adding characters to a video game, they are not balanced well at all.
Of course.
Like, oh my god, it is the easiest thing in the world to do like a basic combo with Captain Marvel and break 1,000,000 damage.
Well, yeah, that's the Mugen thing, where you just go, I want my character to not have any lag, like frame animation. Nah,
Like,
just
like
go.
it's not even that. It's just like doing the basic thing of like the Magneto like
The shuffle.
like the fly combo of just like H air dash H air dash H air dash
Yeah,
H
the,
air dash.
oh.
Like you just do that with her and like 2 special moves and like her level 3, and it breaks 1,000,000 damage, and it's just she also has like Nova's instant air overhead, so like impossible to block like super jump air dash cancel down into light. That's
Yeah.
just it's just oh my god, except Nova's balanced around it where I don't think they intentionally gave him that, but he doesn't have a fast low, so it's still like, oh, versus Nova you just block high and then react to low blocking. She has a fast low, so it's just like, yeah, no, it's time to
common.
guess. It's time to guess. Is she gonna do 3 overheads in a row, 2 overheads and a low, and then 5 overheads?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, Cyclops is fun. He's got like the Zero Buster though. I don't like those where you have to hold a button down to charge.
I do not like the hold downs, especially on like it's never felt good on controller for me.
Yeah, like you'd have to have that as your dedicated main, and then assign a dedicated trigger or bumper just to be. Nope, this is my hold button. This is my hold button.
It's like why you on Devil May Cry, whenever you play Nero, you got to put the gun on the trigger because you got to hold.
You can't hold on the buttons.
You need to hold it to charge it while you're still slashing, and you cannot do it while you're like, you can't hold X and then you got to hit your A and Y at the same time. So you got to put that on trigger. You just got to go, okay.
Controller, you can do a lot of stuff.
But you can't.
But like, I don't like getting to the point where I am having to choose between macros or just dedicated single button. Also, Model 3 is still the best button assigning system there is, where it's, hey, here's what the move is. What button do you want it? No, hold up. It's the opposite. It's like, hey, here's this button. What do you want that to do? Every other game, it's the opposite of like, oh, here's light punch. What button do you want that to be? But Marvel system means you can be like, oh, here's square. It's like, oh, I want that to be light punch. Oh, here's triangle. I also want that to be light punch. You can't do that in other games. Unless you're like opening your controller up and like doing hacking.
Yeah, you gotta put in like you gotta get your dip switches in there.
Which honestly, I keep thinking about what if I switched the placements of my left and right joysticks inside of the PlayStation controller, so that way I can hold back and forward at the same time with both joysticks.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta get in there.
Yep.
You gotta make sure it's doing it, and that it's your illegal controller.
I don't think that's illegal.
Well, I know it's not illegal. Well, it's like I'm saying is you gotta like hard mod your control. It's
Yeah.
like I wouldn't say I feel like it's not illegal if you do it. Like if you paid someone to do it, then I'm like I don't agree. But if you do it yourself, then it's fine. That's like my standard.
Let me also say, in a casual setting with people who don't take the game seriously, it feels very outside the spirit of the game. But if you're like competing or playing with serious players, I think it's also then okay.
It's the same as running where I always get upset, or I think we even talked about this, like where it comes up, where if you're playing like a card game, like a Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, and there's the crew that everyone has the starter deck and like 3 booster packs, and then there's the one asshole who shows up with like the $1,000 tourney deck that's optimized from the internet, and like, yep, that guy's gonna win on turn 3.
Turn 0.
Yu-Gi-Oh has turn 1 wins.
Yeah, no, I saw. That turn went for a long time.
Yep, one after it.
God, it just kept going. Like that was enough for me to be like, oh, I don't need to play this.
I stopped Yu-Gi-Oh because, well, my biggest problem with like the Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel is I think, and a lot of card games have this where they have ranked match, and that's kind of it. And if your thing is like ranked match constructed format, then I get bored.
Yeah.
Why I like Magic is that you have like the commander one where it's like the 100 singleton. You have like the draft that's good. You have the singleton regular, and then you have like 3 different formats of regular, and it's like okay.
Yeah. I mean, card games I feel like aren't even hard to do. You could have your ranked, and then you could have hell, you could even have your ranked rare, like no rares, or your rank like just filter out the card pool. So it's like, okay, well now I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh with only. Sorry, what? Yu-Gi-Oh is what? Common, rare, super rare, mythic rare.
Unlike the Master Duel, it's
Mega
normal. I think it's normal, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. It's the new quote unquote standard where there's 4 rarities. All online card games have 4 rarities.
Is the trading card the ultimate embodiment of capitalism and like artificial scarcity?
Yes.
No.
Well,
That'd be Warhammer Plastics.
I thought you were gonna say that'd be NFTs.
I think it might be Warhammer Plastics.
Yeah.
Because with a card game, you can theoretically just write lightning bolt on an ace of spades or whatever, and that'll technically work.
Kevin, why would I write Firebolt and not Exodia? The forbidden.
Okay, you're right. Exodia, the forbidden one. The install.
See, that one's on the ace of spades, so then it's extra cool.
But like Warhammer, I think it's way more like you could proxy stuff in, but even still, like the game is designed for bases and stuff, so you'd have to like cut out a piece of paper or whatever and then mount it, and then it's like okay. Yeah, I think it is Warhammer. I think that is the ultimate.
No, the Warhammer workaround is you just buy a thing of hero clicks and then just write the names on them.
Hell yeah. That's what well, I mean, really, we all know that the true ultimate capitalism is the NFT, which is literally nothing. It's selling nothing for nothing in money and trying to scam. Like that's the peak. That's the
Yep.
And the only way to actually make money is to literally have money and scam others. That is the only way.
Oh.
You will never get anything for your ape.
Nolan, are you current with Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
So can you just imagine Reggie, the receipt wielder, using
Oh,
a
no.
receipt? Can you just imagine? It's just,
I've yet
they're
to-
just surrounded by all the born apes, JPEGs.
I've got one last card to reveal. And he summons a bunch of bored apes to fight for him. Oh, fuck.
So for those unfamiliar,
I am unfamiliar.
Oh, yeah.
So explain it to me.
there's an enemy in the current arc whose power, his jujutsu is bringing like contracts, like whatever is contained within them, like activating it.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's just covered in receipts, and it's mostly like activating things of like, oh, like they bought a knife, so I activate it, and then I can give the knife a command, or like at one point it's like, oh man, no, I activate my car receipt proof of purchase.
Oh, and then he just gets the car.
Yeah, I'm like the car. So I think it would be. I think there's a lot of more interesting things that could have been done with that. But unfortunately, he's just like a minor boss in an arc. I want to see stuff like a wedding license. I want to know what he could do with that. A will. I want to know what he could do with a will.
Oh man, do that Naruto summoning the ancient thing. That's just some person's grandpa.
Yeah.
It's not even like a fighter, just some guy.
Yeah.
I summoned Mr. Smith, and it's just like he's coming out with like his old timey boxing.
You pull out an NDA, and then a bunch of underpaid interns appear.
Oh yeah.
A proof of purchase, like receipt for cremation services. And it's like, oh no, is he gonna burn me alive? It's like, oh no, he just got the ashes for that guy.
But he
That's
threw him in my
kinda
mouth,
sad.
and now I'm coughing because icky.
Oh, pocket ash.
Yeah, pocket ash. Just Kaplamzo.
I'm reading Jujutsu Kaisen I'm current for the Thunderdome arc. I'm current. But now the Shonen Jump app is letting you read all previous chapters of currently running series, and so I'm catching up on the Jujutsus.
It's a good show. It's a good show. I like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
I like Goto. I think Goto's cool.
Goto's great.
Dude, Goto
Yeah.
fucking rules. I like how every villain's plot is we have to somehow get rid of Goto. He's too strong. We can't
The
just
power of infinity.
we can't deal with him. Just negate him somehow while we do our plan. Distract him. If he's there, we just give up. We run.
To get out of there.
His only weakness is that he's one man, so he can't be everywhere at once. That's it.
Pretty good weakness to have.
It is a good. I love it.
Every fucking player is like, okay, we gotta do our plan to take over. We either have to distract him or keep him busy.
Yeah, or trap him, and then in all their traps and stuff, it's like it's not gonna keep him there forever either. Like he's going to get out, but we just need him long enough, and when he gets out, we've done it. So it's not. Then we'll worry about that.
Oh. I love when the cursed guy touches Suzuna's soul, and he's just like, "What do you think you're doing?"
Yeah.
Listen, we laughed at this kid in his like misery, so I'll give you one, but don't get ahead of yourself.
Didn't he like eat like half of him or something? He's like, that's a warning.
I think he does like a slash across him, like, and maybe cuts a couple fingers off.
It's one of those things where like I remember he hurt because that guy who's made out of curses. Because I've only watched the anime. Like, and he's made out of he's like a human curse or whatever. I don't know. He does a lot of wild stuff.
He's the cursed energy of people, like the hatred people feel towards each other.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what he claims to be. Where I'm at, I don't know if that changes.
I just always assume he's Elder Toguro. Let's just call him that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like he's just kind of that.
But Elder Toguro, little Kaneda, little Tetsuo.
Yeah. There's a little like an immature Elder Toguro. Like if Elder Toguro grew up alone, or was like it's one of those like monsters that's like 3 days old, but still like a human brain in there. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that monster from that episode of Hercules.
Yeah.
The animated series.
Or like there's a lot of like, oh, here's this monster creature. Adam and Eve from Nier.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, you get to see them born, and then like 3 days later are like wearing clothes and stuff. But you know.
Yeah, like how fast they mature.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Oh, I like 7-3 guy. He's cool.
Oh yeah, working overtime.
I keep waiting for him to die, and I don't want him to, but I keep waiting.
Yep, I was surprised he got out alive. I was, or at least we're. So this is my spoilers are of the anime. I haven't seen much ahead of that. I think Nolan is like current.
Yeah, I'm full current.
Okay, so like, but this is
I have a gap. I know Maki is cool and gets cooler.
I like Megumi.
Starts.
Oh, so have you gotten to Halloween yet?
No.
Okay.
The Halloween I know is of course Chainsaw Man,
which is the best reveal of that entire. That's my favorite bit of all of Chainsaw Man is when you find out what Halloween is.
Yeah.
I love that bit. So
okay.
So good.
So the whole thing with October 31st and Jujutsu Kaisen is, oh yeah, that's the night demons are going to take over Tokyo.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And that part's wild. Because that's what starts the Thunderdome shit.
I know that's what they've all been keep talking about. They're like, all this shit's going to go down on Halloween. That's when we're going to use our Gojo traps. So we're going to do everything.
Listen, I understand that, this is a shonen, like, battle anime manga.
Yeah.
But why do they, every single time, they just, like, gang jump a bad guy?
Oh, because it's...
Every single time.
Oh, I love it. Like, it's so good. It's always like, nah, we all fight him now. we're not stopping.
Nah, fuck that.
Remember when the guy, like, his clap swap technique?
Oh,
but then sometimes he just claps and doesn't do it, and then you're just like, oh god, I can't figure it out.
He's a loser, but he's so
cool.
Oh,
I love him.
Listen, I just like tall girls with big butts, like Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, my brother.
Like, that has such, like, stepbrother vibes, like, the little feral Nazi Riley thing, like, they're just best friends.
And he has his own little fantasies where they're, like, hanging out in high school, and they're like, I don't know, bro.
We're the toughest in the whole country.
It's great.
Fantasize about high school with him, and the idol he loves.
Yeah.
While in the middle of battle.
It's like, I really like Jujutsu Kaisen. I keep wanting to say Jujitsu, even though it's not.
Yeah, like that's like, so just remember tax like bad juju. So it's just bad jujutsu.
Yeah. I like that show because it's like I feel like it and Demon Slayer in my brain are both like we're doing the Shonen Jump formula, but we're just doing it really well. Like we're just there's no like you're like I'm getting with Jujutsu, I'm getting like here's our paranormal battle anime, and it's just hitting everything I want to hit out of it. It's like I like these characters, I like their powers, I like the evil guy that lives inside of you who's like a dick, and as soon as he gets the chance to get out, just like starts murdering and attempted murdering. Except Megumi. He's like, no, Megumi, I want to see what you're doing. I like you.
Fushiguro.
Is Megumi? Yeah, Megumi's the guy with the Shadow Beast, right?
Yeah.
I liked it.
I have the other problem of a lot. They use last names and first names for characters like interchangeably constantly. So I'm just like, wait, hold up, which one's this?
I can only remember him because they said he had a girl's name, but he just did like his parents didn't care, so they just gave him a girl's name. But then he just kept it.
Of course, you can't change your name.
I also really like where he's just like, I can't really do this shadow technique, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Fuck it. And he just does his domain, whatever. It's like, this ain't gonna work, but I'm doing it. And then
Okay. I do want one spoiler. Is his white dog actually dead, or does he still have it?
I think like it's dead, but he can like change it. Is what
Because I know he had two. He had the black one and the white one.
I think he merges them whenever they die or something.
So like the way it works is if they die, they're gone forever.
Yeah.
So he just has to make a new one. And now the new big dog is his new one.
Okay. Because I know, like, I guess the white one died whenever they went to that special grade mission.
Yeah, whenever they went inside the juvie. Bad juvie.
Juvie Kaisen.
Yeah.
Juvitsu Kaisen.
It's a good show.
Show.
It's really good.
Watch it.
I like it.
Read it. You can read it.
There it is.
Download the Manga Plus app, and you can read it for free legally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Just watch on Crunchyroll. You get the first chunk of it. It's well animated. Music's good. The fights are good. It's good. It'll keep your attention.
It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
So I understand why they don't, but part of me wishes One Piece got that treatment where it was not every week there's a new episode of One Piece. It was like, hey, we just do only 2 seasons of One Piece a year. We do the fall and the spring. There's new One Piece.
We're just gonna do an arc, and we're gonna make it look really good, and then we're gonna take our time to do the next arc and make it look really good, and that's all we're doing.
Yeah, a little anime called. Yeah, like the Hajime no Ippo of One Piece, where the anime is never gonna finish in my lifetime, but it's gonna look good the whole way through.
But whenever it comes out, you're like, oh boy, it's gonna look good, and then it looks good, and you're like, oh, I'm glad they spent the time. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, this is gonna take a while, but whenever the fight scene's gonna show up, it's gonna look really good, so that's okay. And when you're a Shonen Jump battle manga, that's like the one thing you want to have. That if you're gonna nail one thing, it's what you want. But yeah, like it's good. It's good.
That's good.
Yep.
I'm surprised too because where was it? Like I think they're just starting the final Wano battle in the anime, but shit's about to get wrapped up in the manga.
Yeah, it's close to done.
Yeah. Listen, I feel like there's going to be some filler at some point because anime's going a little too quickly.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to get through this batch of Wano though. Like I don't think, because like especially battle, it is very easy to add filler in like the fighting parts because you just add some more fighting. Like
Wait.
let's review. Does anyone remember how the fight between Tintin and Fangirl goes in Naruto?
No.
Is it like instant?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
in the manga, it's literally it cuts back to the fight, and
She just lost. I remember it was just like one panel.
Yeah. In the manga, they kind of stripped it out a bit.
I feel like with One Piece, what they should do is where the anime catches up, they're just gonna say, "Listen, everybody, we're getting near the end. Well, we're gonna let it finish, and then we're gonna take our time because this is One Piece. We only get to do it once." Even though I know that's not true.
sorry, my phone screen turned off, and that meant
That's okay.
Discord.
That's fine. I was
sleeping.
just saying that like I just want them after they catch up in the with One Piece, the anime just has like an announcement that says, "Hey everybody, we're just gonna give it time to finish, and then we're gonna take our time and make it look good." So reruns until it's over.
And everyone stands up and claps.
Yeah, you got like 1,000 episodes. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
never
give
gonna
everyone a chance to catch up. Is what it is.
I know that will never happen.
Oh no.
I thought about rereading One Piece this year since it was all available for free, and then I'm like, that means I have to like read 3 chapters a day consistently to catch up on this.
Yo,
The
you're not in college anymore, and instead of reading your English class, you go, "I'm going to just read all of One Piece today."
Yup.
I did
So
that.
listen, from like I guess where my exit of One Piece when I was younger to what was like current at the time, I did a like I guess a 400 episode like sit down watch for over like a month.
Yeah.
I would not do 1,000 because that was awful.
That was back in the day whenever I'd see a Shonen Jump manga, and I just go, "Okay, I'm just going to read all of it now."
Oh no. So they are in the midst of the Wano battle. They are not just like about to start it. They are in the midst of it.
The samurais are fighting Kaido right now,
Yeah.
which that happens, and then there's the other battle that's on the roof, and then after that, then there's the other battle that's on the roof.
There's just a lot of fighting on the roof.
A lot of fighting on the roof.
It's always cool to fight on the roof.
A lot of people falling down off the roof and then climbing back up to fight some more.
I think my favorite. Okay, obviously not my favorite, but like, I love like Momo's struggle and what he is dealing with.
He makes that choice. It's like,
Yeah, he do.
To save everybody.
God, I can't wait to like. Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yep.
In the show.
I cannot wait.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about Tim Allen's The Santa Claus, but instead of Santa Claus falling off the roof, Tim Allen has to challenge him on top of the roof to a battle.
Has to fight Kaido.
On top.
No, he has to fight Santa Claus, and you see Santa Claus doing his hockey.
Yeah, he has to use his challenger for hockey.
He rolls his sleeves up, and then
his arms turn like that black colored because of the hockey.
They do the Conquer Clash, but all you hear is
to ho ho.
No, you hear Tim Allen's hockey is the
yeah,
but Santa's is just like jingle bells.
And then you hear the One Piece lightning sound effect.
Yeah.
Go off.
Tim Allen pulls out his like drill, and he just goes, "More power." It starts spinning really fast. See, that's what I want. Also,
no, but oh gosh, it's Tim Allen. Who's the other guy from Home? Al's down at the bottom of the house, looking up and says, "He will be king." That's my captain.
Yeah. What? Okay, so let's.
But Al, wait. If that's what happens, then Al has to fight a bunch of elves.
Yeah. Well,
fight.
One of them is the reindeer has to fight.
Like, oh no, that's Chopper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's Tony Chopper, has to fight Tim Allen as Shaggy Dog. Tim Allen, like that's the fight. Is it like revealed throughout like the conflict between Tim Allen and Santa Claus that Tim Allen's the bad guy? That Santa was good. Like, even though you think that Santa's like imposing and stuff, he's actually good because he's Santa.
We got to stop him from getting the One Piece in the North Pole.
That's where it is. Okay, I want to segue off of Tim Allen. Did either of you two guys see that Buzz Lightyear trailer?
Oh no, I saw it in my recommends and I walked away from it.
I watched the teaser for it and I was like, okay, one, we've had this conversation. 2, Buzz Lightyear Star Command still exists. 3, the first whatever multi-episode part movie that launched it had a redub with Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. And 4, I want the Woody show instead of the Buzz Lightyear show.
I agree. What's really weird, so we've probably talked about this before, but that movie looks really weird to me because it's like hyper detailed. Like, I know I've talked about this before, but it's just it's all my feelings have come back. Where it's so hyper detailed, but then it's like Pixar people walking around it.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Anime can do that so easily, and we can't. And I don't like.
And it's CG. Like, CG, that kind of Pixar CG looks weird to me. It really, because
I don't know. There's like, obviously it can be done correctly, and I'm sure if I watch the movie like 5 minutes into Be Cool Scooby-Doo, I'll be okay with how it looks. But I'm going to spend that 5 minutes of like, why couldn't your art design just be better, Pixar?
I saw Spider-Verse. Everyone saw Spider-Verse. Just copy that. You saw that what? Oh, did we talk about it? It's like that Big Bad Wolf movie that DreamWorks is doing. Did you see that trailer for it or something?
Nope.
No.
It actually looks pretty good. Well, it's let me. It's like called like The Bad Guys or something. And like you can see like
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But like
actually, yes, I do, and yes, that movie does look good.
Yeah, like they've actually like stylized things.
Oh yeah, okay.
And you can tell like, oh, look at this. It's like everything's stylized and it all kind of fits together. It's not like you get these cartoon animals in like Spider-Man PS4 City. It's just kind of like, what is this? Or one of like the PS3, PS4 Lego games where you're like, they took like the Unreal world and then you put like a Lego man in there. Yeah, Drew posted a picture of Dr. Slump, and I agree. Like, that looks fine. Yep. The Toriyama, wherever Toriyama draws like a really detailed something, and then there's like a Goku in there. It looks fine.
Yeah, like I don't get how he does it. Scott McCloud has a really, like, in Understanding Comics talks about this too, of anime, they're just super, I don't know if it's like where the split is, that the West doesn't understand how to do it and Japan does, but they will do hyper detailed, especially like machinery or scenery, and it'll look like, oh man, that's so good, and like everything's accurate and right and all the bits and pieces are there, and then the face is just like a fucking generic anime face, and you're just like,
yeah, I accept that.
Yep, all this just runs together. It all looks fine. All looks fine.
It just doesn't work. I don't know. It just doesn't work. Like it, and it's not like old superhero comics worked. Even, and I mean like old. I'm even talking from like the. Are
you talking Golden Age or?
I mean from Golden Age to like mid 2000s or whatever. Like I still think like it looked coherent. Like you can look at like Ultimate Spider-Man or whatever, and it doesn't look out of place, if that makes sense. Like you're like, yeah, that's a drawing. It's not the Buzz Lightyear where you're not having the clash as much, if that makes sense.
I think it's all. I think just like watching the trailer right now, I also feel that it's more our brain has that schema locked in already of this is like what Pixar is supposed to look like and do, and it just is weird here.
I
Like,
think, yeah,
because Wall-E looks fine, and it's not so different, but
it's just, it looks weird, and it's like, and tonally, it's weird too. I think it's also like, because I watched the trailer, and it seems like it's serious, but also jokey. And
so every modern action movie from Hollywood.
well, yeah.
Well,
But-
like there's like monsters or there's like alien fauna and flora that's like
Buzz
threatening
Lightyear
them?
has like a talking cat, Alexa or whatever, and it's saying silly things, and I'm like I feel like, oh look, this is for the mass market, cute little funny thing that's in our thing, right, gang?
Oh,
Right?
I was talking about the moment like he's about to take off a flight and someone just gets dragged away by an
Yeah.
alien tentacle, and they're like, oh well.
Yeah, it's like
Huh?
like that's weird. For that, I think it's also okay, Nolan, I think you're onto something where that's like cartoony, and I accept it in like a cartoon or a more stylized thing. But when you're going in like this hyper realistic, detailed thing, my brain's like,
doesn't give you the same. It does not give you the same leeway.
yeah.
No.
We watched Kong Skull Island and Godzilla vs Kong this week, and like Kong Skull Island has a real problem with that, and Godzilla vs Kong thankfully contains all of that problem to the stupid
The Kong Zone.
and what's her name, like the three conspiracy theory investigating like stupid storyline.
The people in the tunnel.
Yeah, but like Kong just has a real problem of everything with Kong and how they treat Kong is really good, and the rest of the movie just has some real problems of trying to be this grand, like larger than life thing, but it's just stupid, and the director doesn't really understand how to do that.
I liked it when the monkey punched the dinosaurs, so I give that movie like an A+.
Yeah, but then like you have issues where Samuel L. Jackson's death is like not nearly as bad as like the guy who was gonna self-sacrifice himself.
Oh, dude.
Like that just completely like Samuel L. Jackson gets like smashed in like 2 seconds. And he's like, "You son of a," and then he gets just like, "Oh, boop." That guy's like, "No, I'm gonna like, I pulled all my grenades. I'm just, you guys go on ahead," and it's like, "Oh, you just got smacked out of the way because this monster couldn't get exploded right now. That's not what we need."
And it's not like there's like a bunch of the little ones.
Yeah. And it's just, and they keep saying big lines in Kong that are just stupid. I don't remember any of them because they're dumb, but like it's all just stupid garbage that's like trying to sound cool or deep, and it's just, that's not how life is. I like Godzilla vs Kong though. I like that Ghidorah is like, "Nope, I'm back."
But don't you enjoy when John C. Reilly shows up to be the funny guy?
That's, man, if I could take that movie and just cut out all the like unnecessary stupid dialogue. Hollywood movies now suffer from the webcomic problem of you cut out 2 panels in any webcomic, you're gonna make it better. You just cut out like the last 30 seconds of dialogue in a Hollywood scene, you're gonna make it better.
So what you're trying to say here is that, and this is my belief, and it's also my dad's belief, that most movies, if not all movies, need to be 90 minutes long. If you're like especially if you're like a blockbuster action whatever kind of movie, 90 minutes. If you want to do like some drama, if you want to do drama, or you really need that time or something, or if you're doing some space opera, Dune, whatever, and you need to take that 2 hours, then that's like, there's okay. But 90, most, if not all movies, 90 minutes will do you.
So yes, I think to a point that's right. I do think a Godzilla movie can run the 2 hours, just because it lets you have that time to build and like tease and grow, and then like, oh man, and now here's Godzilla, and now here's the big monster fight.
Well, yeah, well, like a monster movie should have a monster fight every 30 minutes. So you're waiting for like the build to the monster fight, and then you do it, and then you build to the next one, and then you build to the next one. Like,
I don't know that I agree with that.
Well, this is my opinion on film construction.
But like, I hate in Kong when it's like we call them skull diggers, and why the hell would you have a character ask, "Why do you call them that?" And then why would you have, "I don't know, because it sounds cool. It sounded cool when it was in my head." Like, why would you write that scene? As soon as we, the audience, see them, oh, their heads look like skulls.
And they dig in the ground.
Are they skull diggers or skull crawlers? Either one it doesn't matter because both make sense and we immediately understand it.
Yeah.
But what one?
So what'd you call me?
Oh, digger with a D. No, listen, this may be plus R, but we do not use that word.
Yeah, we're not plus hard R.
We don't use the plus hard. Damn it, you beat me to it.
That's a very different. That'll get us canceled. That's a very different.
Listen, we are not the Joe Rogan podcast.
No.
But Spotify, listen, if you got a slot open.
Yeah, I'll take that Spotify money.
Yeah, listen, if you want to rip off recording artists and give that money to us, I won't complain.
Hell yeah, I'll get in there.
We're much cheaper than Joe Rogan too. We'll sell for like $1 million.
No, I'll do it for half of his whatever you pay him, half, easy.
$1 million each.
Actually, yeah, yep. There you go. Yeah, that's $3 million. That's real. That's bargain.
We'll start off saying $1 million for everyone who's been on the podcast, and then we'll trim it as we need.
Yeah. Listen, I'll do it like how many a week for the $1 million? I'll do it daily. It's gonna get real bad. How about 5 days? How about 5 a week?
Listen, I think that's possible. Listen, then we do this regular one.
Yeah.
Then we do, we all just pick one movie to watch together, and we just commentate it as we watch it. There's 2.
Yeah.
The same thing, but a book.
Okay, yeah, that's the book club one. That can be like once a month, because you gotta have some time you gotta let the audience read it. That's the problem with book clubs. You can't just crank them out too much.
No, you're thinking wrong, Kevin. No, we're listening to an audiobook and we're commentating it as we are
listening. Okay. Now I'm into it. I'm into it. Yeah, that's a burgeoning new experience. The audiobook commentary. You're just having someone talk, and then you have us talk over their talking, and then we just start talking about some other bullshit.
No, Kevin, because then we can have copyright infringement for having the audio book in the thing. It's just us 3 talking as we listen to it on our own end.
No, but what we do is we get a public domain book. We're talking about The Great Gatsby or whatever.
Well, no, the problem is that the book is in public domain, but the recording isn't. So you need also recording that's in the public domain.
What if I record it myself? What if I read the book? And then
see, that's another weekly podcast, is we put up the audio of that reading.
Yeah, we put the audio of the reading, and then we have the podcast that's the audio of us listening to the audio of the reading.
And then we just take the audio from Magic Mondays and call that a podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. We did it. Give us a money, Spotify.
Yeah, we got it. Get our anime. We could do one where we just watch anime, but every anime podcast, we eventually stop watching anime 3 episodes in, and we just talk about whatever, because that's every anime podcast I've ever tried to listen to. That's how it goes. Where they're
we just start immediately not talking about the anime.
Yeah, we 0 to 60. We go, this week we're going to be talking about. I don't even. Hold on, I gotta look. All right, let's look on Crunchyroll to find an
We're
anime.
gonna be talking about Rise of the Shield Hero.
We'll be talking about Attack on.
Listen, I will fight you to talk about Ranking Game Kings, but yeah, we'd probably be talking about Attack on Titan.
No, we're gonna be talking about Platinum Inn this week. Platinum Inn.
Oh my god! No.
No, dress up, my darling. Is what we're
Yeah,
talking
dress up.
There you go.
Whatever.
Ganbare Doku-chan.
What about the strongest sage with the weakest crest?
That sounds like isekai.
It is.
about.
I just saw it on like Crunchyroll, and I'm like, yeah, I already know what this
We'd
is.
be talking about Shinmu the animation.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll talk about Shin-chan, the animation.
There we
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's too classy for our audience. We got to talk about interspecies reviewers.
You gotta watch. Listen, let me tell you about Shin-chan. Let me get real here. You gotta watch Shin-chan. I think it's like movie 6, The Adult Empire Strikes Back. That is some like gold money right there.
I forgot the guy's name who did ping pong.
Crap, Science Saru guy. Yuasa.
Yeah, Yuasa.
Yuasa.
If he doesn't, watch those.
Yeah, watch those.
You watch those?
I saw a tweet where someone was like, if Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan aren't in your top 10,
Oh,
you're lying or something. And I was like, what? Oh my god. And then, of course, I clicked it so I could scroll through the replies and see all, like, the people, like, be like, oh, here's my top 10. And it's like, oh, you're babies. Oh, look, you're all babies.
your mind doesn't go past like 5 years.
I don't even hate Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer is really good, but it ain't top 10.
No.
It ain't top 10. It's good.
No.
It's good.
It's solid.
It's like Jujutsu Tyson or whatever. That's really good. It's not in my top 10, but it's really good.
Chainsaw Man's in my top 10.
Chainsaw Man is actually
Mangoes.
in my
Now,
top 10.
now and forever.
It's actually
Yeah.
it's way up there.
A testicle devil attacked his balls.
Mob Psycho is also in my top 10. That's
Yeah.
like recent things that got in there, like Mob Psycho.
Yeah, I think I put that there.
It's like in the low. It's in like the 6 to 10 range.
They're making more, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're making like the final bit,
Yeah.
like the epilogue bit, kinda,
Yeah.
which is good. Even though I feel like you could actually end it at season 2 and just let it. That's a good ending for that show.
Ping Pong the animation, does that still count as recent? Or is that like 10 years ago?
No, that's
now?
one of those. Where
No, no.
that's going to be one of those where it's like when they say, "Remember what Final Fantasy looked like 20 years ago?" and it's Final Fantasy 10, and you're like, "Oh no!"
Oh no.
It's like, remember this classic anime from 20 years ago, and you look at it, it's like
No, listen.
Oh,
If-
Devilman Crybaby. There you go.
Yeah.
that. I would
top
say that would be worthy for discussion in the top 10.
Of course, Shin Getter.
I like Shim Getter, but I wouldn't put it in my top 10. I
Did they
really
make a new Getter?
what?
They made a new Getter Robo.
Yeah, they
Is that
did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they made a new
where
Shin Getter. That's the one where
Where's the-
Getter Robo looks really evil, and that's the one where he has to like punch half dinosaurs or something. I didn't watch it.
Well, no. He has the prince of the dinosaurs with them.
Yeah,
In the Getter machine.
yeah, and then they're like Getter looks even more evil, which is a good.
You mean Black Getter? I love Black Getter.
Oh,
They
Black
put a
Getter's the
cloak on a
coolest.
robot. They put a cloak on a robot. Always cool.
Black Getter is the coolest robot that has ever been. Whenever I see the Black Getter Robo, I'm always happy. I'm always like, oh, it's so cool. I like how he has like the bloodshot eyes and like the grill, like the
think you're
Mazinger
right.
grill.
I'm trying to argue and I can't. Like,
No, see?
Like it
Black
has
Getter's
little
the coolest
pupils.
robot. Yep.
Like he doesn't need the little pupils, but they make it look so much more angry. Like the regular shit, like sometimes they draw regular Shin Getter with pupils, and I always like it. Like a Gundam doesn't look angry because it doesn't have the pupils, but like the Getter Robo, like it's glaring at you, and it's like, oh, that thing is pissed. It's so much.
Funsaki is maybe second coolest.
Well, Food
robot.
Psyche is part of Master Gundam, and Master Gundam is really dope.
No, he's not. Now, Food Psyche is now part of Burning Gundam.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, actually, Devil Gundam's really cool.
Well, Devil
Always
Gundam.
the evil robots.
Evil robots are cool. Char, like the Suzabi or whatever, is the coolest shit.
The Noiselle.
It's some Gundams are not cool.
Alright.
But
I gotta go, guys.
Okay. We talked a lot. We'll probably wrap it up. Bye, Drew.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Later days.
Later days. Anyway.
No, you know what? I take it back. If we did some sort of anime show, it wouldn't be about the good stuff. It'd be I would dig through Crunchyroll or Hulu and find the worst stuff possible.
We'd make anime best of the worst. We're still recording, by the way. Just letting you know. Just the wrap up. Just wrap up.
My plan is to find the anime you would watch when you first start getting into anime.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Where you're not watching anything good except for like maybe
you're watching everything because because basically you've discovered like you're a nerdy kid, you like cartoons, you've watched like whatever you've watched like some SpongeBob, you watched
Dragon Ball, and you've watched like a little bit of Trigun and Cowboy Bebop, and you're like, whoa.
You've seen the stuff on Cartoon Network. You've seen a couple stuff, and then you discovered, here's all these cartoons, and there's just a ton of them. And you're just watching whatever shows up. You're like, yeah, I'm going to watch the isekai that showed up this year, because I've never seen one. Let's see what happens. Let's see, like, the sigil, whatever. I'm the sage with the bad sigil. How does that go?
No, mine... shit. Okay, I'll go ahead and explain some of mine, which was me watching Hitman Reborn...
Hitman Reborn.
Soul Eater.
I like Soul Eater. I think
Soul Eater's good.
I think Soul Eater is dumb. Like, it's very dumb. Mm-hmm. But I love how it looks. I love that style. Like, just... Oh, it's so cool. It has... Like, how everything... You watch that Soul Eater opening, I'm like, I love this. I love everything happening here. I think it's rad. I like Black Star and how his name was always black and then they put like a star in there. It's stupid.
If I can watch any mech anime, Busho Rinkin.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, okay. It's a guy dies and he gets like a magical item into his heart that makes him like summon a spear. And now he's got to fight other, like, monsters.
Yeah.
It's horrible garbage.
Oh, well, yeah, I think...
From Rodriguez, what was it? Dead Man Wonderland.
Did you ever see Scride?
Yes.
I love Scride.
I love Scride.
It's awful. It's awful. I love it.
Horrible.
I love it. It's like... I think I saw Scride either before or during, like, JoJo. So, like, my brain was like, oh, man, these powers are so cool, even though they're just rip-off stands. They're, like, just completely rip-off stands. But it's so cool. And I love the shell bullet. I like that he just gets the one strong arm with the jet punch. And, like... And he gets 3 shots with it. Like, it's so... I love that. It's so cool. I like how, like... There's so many moments. I think my favorite moment in Scride, the one that stuck with me the most, is where the enemy guy who has the balls, like he has like his stand or whatever is like 7 orbs and he can like turn them into a sword or like a shield or whatever. Like, you remember this guy. You'll know him. You'll see him.
Yeah.
And then when he's like defecting from the evil organization and they say like, he's like, you know, since from birth I've always been with the evil organization, just hunting random like espers or whatever, and I don't know how to read. Like, he was illiterate and he couldn't do literally nothing. He wasn't like the rival character. He's just like, I just like, I'm a failure as a human except for my power. And now that power is like not strong enough, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Listen, I just love that main character just sitting there like, I just need to get stronger and beat up more people.
Oh yeah.
I will go talk to that alien ghost monster and
I'm gonna punch
get
that
stronger.
alien ghost monster, and then like the whiplash makes my arm even stronger.
And then I don't care about anything until they get to like their final transformation. I'm like, now they're cool.
I thought, and this is once again my personal opinion. I really liked that the show cut, but every time he used his power on his arm, it was hurting him real bad because it was like ripping open his arm and shoving like the psychic stuff inside of it. And he was always like, oh, like he's grimacing in pain, but he's also like, oh, this is going to make punching you in the face make all of it really worth it.
I'm going to punch my Sasuke real hard. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I liked it because there's like I like the idea of you have super strength but only in one arm. So like you have to do crap like punching the ground and grabbing stuff and like, yeah, I can't fly or whatever.
Oh no! What are you talking about? He can fly. His little back thing. Like,
oh, the little spinny. Oh, I loved it. I love the helicopter spinny because it was like that was his one weakness was that he had 3 jets, and then he's like, nah, now I can just do it. And then there was like one scene where he was like perched like a gargoyle on something when it was just spinning, and he was like staring like kind of like a monster or a beast. I'm like, that's so cool. That's so cool because he's like, yo, I'm gonna get you. Like, oh, he's just like an animal. I love it.
Oh God.
And then the Sasuke became good briefly. I think when he like had amnesia and he's like, I'm a good guy now. I was like, oh, that's,
I don't know.
that's
I mean, Sasuke's got like, oh, I gotta save my childhood friend that I love. And I also murdered my dog to transform.
I murdered my dog to get my stand. My stand's like a lady. It looks like a Blaze Blue puppet. That's what it always kind of reminded me of, like Carl Clover's puppet. And it turns into like a mermaid.
It's got its face sealed off, and then it opens it up all the way.
Oh, it's
so
cool.
That's how you know it's using its true power.
Oh, what was the dude? The dude with the car. I forget his name.
Oh, yeah, no. And then you learn that, the car's not his real power.
Yeah, his real power is that he taught the guy how to do the bullet because he had his feet. Like he did kicks instead of punches. Like that's his actual.
I feel like car is stronger than kicks, but that might just be me.
Well, it is. It's just. But in the role of stupid cool.
Okay, so now in my mind, I have it him driving, but he's still got the super fast feet, so it's him running.
Yeah.
While he's driving.
Yeah. It's like the Flintstones. That's how he was going.
He's moving so fast.
He's like running at the bottom. Oh.
No, like bottom tier stuff like that.
Yeah,
is what I want to talk about.
Well, it has to be engaging. It's like the Red Letter Media Best of the Worst, where like you can watch a bad movie where they talked about all those Bruce Willis movies that are just bad, but they're just nothing. It's like, do you want to watch Bruce Willis look like he's bored and not even there, or like the guy saying he's like, "That's right, honey."
Or cut to a Steven Seagal movie, which is just the same.
Oh God, I feel like the Steven Seagal movies are worse because like Bruce Willis looks kind of old. Like he looks like old Bruce Willis because he was still trying when he was still kind of bald and like middle aged. Like the later Die Hards and the G.I. Joe. Not that those movies were good; they were bad, but you could tell like mentally, I'm like, yeah, he's trying. Or like Steven Seagal just got like really overweight, and it just doesn't work at all with trying to make him tough. Like he doesn't look tough anymore.
First of all, Steven Seagal compared to Bruce Willis is still like he's like old man.
Yeah,
fit.
I was gonna say he looks like old man tough, kind of like you've seen like Stallone in like his older movies, or even like Arnold, where like they still look like. Yeah, this guy's like he's older, but he can still he could do like action movie stuff, but at the end he's gonna go, oh, my back.
You look at Steven Seagal, you're like, that guy has not done anything athletic in years.
That guy's only thing he's done is gone to buffet. like that's the only exercise he gets is carrying his tray back and forth. You're like, come on, man. Like you
it
can't.
Sounds like these. It sounds like these. I miss that Mad TV was still around. so that Will Sasso could do a current Steven Seagal.
Oh, that would be pretty. Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah.
No, there needs to be a movie where Steven Seagal's like, "Don't worry, I want to get those terrorists," and then a hard cut to him at a Chinese buffet,
Yeah, just eating.
loading up, just loading up.
Like
getting ready.
yeah, you do like your trailer or your action movie trailer, but like every footage of him, he's just at like Golden Corral, but it's still cut.
He sits down and you just hear.
Like you see like the bum, 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 and you see like the guy like loading his gun, and then he's like loading up his tray. He's like,
Oh,
and listen, like
I'm
not against people that are overweight. Like
no,
it's a problem, or it just is. But when you're trying to be action movie man, like action movie star, who's trying to like jump out of planes and crap. You just can't. You can't do it. I can't do it.
So, I've seen like not trailers or like trailers and stuff for like recent Steven Seagal movies, and it's all like sniper, this sniper that sniper.
Yeah,
it's sniper because he just has to sit in one spot.
Yeah, because he's sniping from the Golden Corral. Like you see, he's at one of like the long plates, and outside it like there's the window, and then it's open, and then his big sniper rifle's there, and he's like eating. Like, oh, hold on a second. He takes the shot, and he goes like, "Gotta go back to the ice cream machine." Yeah, no, I'm gonna end it there. I'm hurting. Thanks for talking.
Right.
Just remember, if you're ever in an action movie, just don't fight near the Golden Corral, or you will be sniped. That's the message of today.
That's Steven's.
Yeah,
that's Steven's triple domain.
That's his. Yeah, that's his domain. He's activated.
Look at Dragon.
It's the Golden Corral. Oh, that's good. I'm ending it. Bye.
Bye.